I always just accepted City Hall and its plaza as part of the landscape of the city. Maybe it looked a little out of place, but it has been there my whole life, so I never questioned it. That is, until Mayor Menino announced he was moving it to the waterfront, and more specifically to the site of the Bank of America Pavilion, where I sometimes work. Suddenly, his announcement got me thinking about what exactly this building meant to Boston. I did some research and found out that Boston City Hall was a result of an international design competition. Out of 256 entries, architects Coleman, McKinnell, and Wood won. It turns out that City Hall is widely praised by architects and despised by the general public. Why did we build a building that we hated so much? I decided to call up some professionals and get to the bottom of it.
I think this building, City Hall, is probably the ugliest building that I've ever seen in my life, but I'm not an architect.
This building obviously was built at a time when brutalism was in vogue, and is, by all accounts, I think, a sophisticated design that most people would not immediately say is beautiful.
When they pulled the veil, the sheet off the winning model, Mayor Collins in his wheelchair leaned forward and muttered, "What the fuck is this?"
Architect Edward Durrell Stone is quoted as saying, "It looks like the crate Faneuil Hall came in."
The building has been significantly transformed from the original design concept. There was never intended to be cellular offices. It was always designed to be an open plan. There was always an idea that there would be a kind of transformation with the addition of art and so on in the building, which for one reason or another has not occurred.
One of the issues that we always have in the initial phase of work on a building, get one chance at it, and that's the lift inspection.
We're going up to survey the exterior building materials, so we're going to be looking at the masonry, we're going to be looking at the windows, and what we want to do is record the conditions so that we can put together a comprehensive plan for the long-term preservation of the buildings.
Lift inspections are always challenging. We always hope for good weather because the days that are most terrifying on the lift is when there are high winds. Being up 10 stories in a cherry picker or a lift is both scary and quite fantastic. If you take in the view and enjoy the perspective of the city from up there, it's second to none. It's just fabulous to be up over the treetops of the Common looking at the gleaming dome of the State House. We prefer to look at something from the lift because then we can actually put our hands onto it. And many of the buildings here at the Emerson College study were as high as 10 to 13 stories.